Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the one and only Rumboyz Fantasy Network. Really quick, we're just gonna get through, the paying the bill stuff really fast. Shop GLD, shopgld.com. Rocking my Commanders chain today. You can go get your favorite teams iced out on a pendant. Promo code GLDGRUM. Again, that is promo code GLDGRUM. Also, I want to shout out our sponsors over at All 22. Shout out the homies over at PFF All 22, the all new fantasy football format. Think of it as, a Madden franchise mode, if you will. You have the ability to select a full 53-man roster. We've been having a whole lot of fun with it. Make sure you guys go get in tune with that. And for all of your daily fantasy player prop needs, get on over to Monkey Knife Fight, monkeyknifefight.com. Download the app available on iOS and Android. Promo code Rumboyz in all caps for an instant match on your very first deposit, all the way up to $100. And we would like to shout out our partners over at Champions Round. Link is in the description. Go ahead, check out Champions Round. Play our daily dozen pool. Get 7 out of 12 right on a $12 entry. Net back 2,400 when you play Champions Round Daily Dozen. Link is in the description. Before we begin today's show and we talk about football and things of that nature, this morning is a tough morning, and I do just want to take a moment to one address just gun violence as a whole. You don't solve things with weapons, and it's just not right. Last night, Colorado Springs, at an LGBTQ nightclub, 5 injured, 18 dead in a hate crime. Also, we had the situation happen at UVA over the weekend. We just want to take a moment, observe a moment of silence for those that have been lost this past week to gun violence. And it just doesn't. I get to we're America and we're the Wild Wild West, but it just honestly at this point it doesn't have a place in our society. So I just want to take a moment of silence. And I just want to honor those that have fallen. Cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the Rumboyz and girls. What it do? We'll take a quick moment here. All right. Let's get into talking football. Mike, you got the slate pulled up, my friend?
I got the slate pulled up, and I got a question. I got a fantasy question from a wink friend. Okay.
Oh, this friend. Am I in a league with this friend?
You are in a league with this friend, but it's not in a league that you are in with this friend.
Okay.
So Superflex question, because this person has Derek Carr that he's playing. He also has Kyler Murray, and we know Kyler Murray is kind of questionable. So the question is, does this friend of mine play Kyler Murray or keep Kyler Murray in his roster? He does have Colt McCoy, so he can pivot. Or does he just ride the pine and play Zach Wilson?
Because you have the ability to pivot, I think that there's a world where McCoy is probably a better option than Wilson.
That's what I was thinking. He's in my line. I'm keeping Murray in my lineup now.
Yeah,
and then just going to pivot tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, I would play the pivot. And I also don't want you to play a guy today and then get behind the ball. Should that guy, just so happen to suck?
Yep.
Which is very within the realm of possibilities in a divisional matchup for Zach Wilson. But that's the way I'd go. Long and short, in the short. Quick one: Brandon Cooks or meet me at the London. You'd have to go Brandon Cooks.
No doubt about it.
Which I know that's tough, and I know that sucks for a lot of people. It just that Atlanta offense doesn't distribute enough to his high value targets in a manner of which we interpret that it should, but it's resulting in wins for them. You know, given that you gotta go ahead and roll Cooks.
Yep.
Sutton,
Agreed.
Olave, Drake, Pittman, Boyd need 3. Sutton, Olave, Drake, Pittman, Boyd.
Boyd's a lock.
Yeah.
Without Chase, Boyd's a lock.
I like Olave against LA.
I'm going Olave, Boyd, and Sutton. Judy's out. Russell Wilson's playing the Raiders. I'm going Sutton.
Yeah, I'm going Sutton. The Raiders fucking suck. They are dog doo-doo. I do have the Broncos money line in that.
If you're gonna disagree with us, I'm okay with that. But the only way I would be okay with you disagreeing with us is if you go Pittman and not Drake. To me, Drake's last.
Drake is dead last. Drake is definitely the one that is not startable out of that whole combo. You can do any combination that does not involve Drake.
Yep. And includes Boyd. Boyd is a lock. The other 3 are.
And just because we've had 2 back-to-back Drake London questions, it's Atlanta's X's and O's. It's not. This isn't an indictment on Drake London's talent. I want to make sure that I set that clear.
Yeah. Yes, I understand, and I can back Robbie up on this. Robbie was one of the biggest Drake London guys coming out before the draft, and Robbie's heart dropped the day that his name was announced.
As an Atlanta Falcon, because I knew what it was. With that being said and stated, I would rather Drake go off and be on my bench.
Oh, it's Kenyon Drake, not Drake London. Kenyon Drake. Nope.
Drake?
Same Kenyon thing. Drake? Yeah, it's Kenyon Drake.
Oh shit! I like KD. I like KD. Oh shit! All right. So
or no, that's a different question. No, I'm confused now. Yeah, he meant Drake. He meant Kenyon Drake.
Yeah, he meant Ravens running back. So then if it's Kenyon Drake, Olave, Sutton, Pittman, then that changes it a little bit.
To me, for me it's Boyd, Drake. For me it's Boyd, Kenyon Drake. And Olave.
Yeah, and Olave. That's the way that I would start. Pittman and Sutton would be the odd men out there. That's how I would play that thing. Now that I know this Kenyon Drake, okay. Drake, we like that. Drake. Yeah, not Drake London though. Also Andrews for 50+ yards, Allen for 44+ yards. Which Allen?
I think he's talking Josh Allen rushing yards.
I think that might be Josh Allen rushing yards, because I don't think that Keenan Allen is going to be suiting up.
No.
But Mike Williams is expected to suit up.
And why did the Qatar fans steal the Iceland skull chant? Wow. Okay.
I'm upset at Qatar over some of their rules and fuckery right now.
Well, not even that. Just watching the game with sound on before I came on here. Let's just say, just when you're watching MMA and you're watching a Japan MMA, in Japan, and it's not rowdy like the U.S.
Yeah, it's completely different.
The World Cup is supposed to be rowdy. It's only rowdy when Ecuador is doing something. So there's my hint.
That's what I've heard is that I haven't tuned in this morning because I had a very busy morning, but
I just tuned in 10 minutes before I came on air.
Every post that I've seen has not been ecstatic about the aesthetics surrounding the World Cup. But when you diss one of your beer sponsors, that kind of what the fuck happens. But they have a different rules, it's a different culture.
Did you see how much money they paid?
Oh yeah, I did. I did. So Drake, Stevenson, Fields, all TDs. I love those. I would run to the bank with that as for a 3-leg anytime TD card. I'd run to the bank with that. Good morning, gangsters. I so read that in McLovin voice. Full PPR need 1. DJ Moore, MVS, Dante Foreman. Here's my lineup. QB is Daniel Jones. Running backs are Mixon, Jacobs. Wide receivers are Lazard, Boyd. Tight end is Kelsey.
All right, so let me set it up by saying this. Carolina is playing Baltimore.
They're going to get fucked.
Chiefs are playing the Chargers, and DJ Moore's playing Baltimore.
Carolina's playing Baltimore off of a bye. Like
I'm going MVS. Okay, Robbie knows this. I do not like playing Chiefs unless it's the top two. However, I'm playing MVS because the fact that Juju and Hardman are out. I think, and I'm just going to say this. I know we'll probably end up getting a question or talk about it a little bit later. Robbie's going to like drop his jaw when I say this out loud because I don't say this out loud. The more and more I've thought about it yesterday, Robbie. Kadarius Toney's going to have a game.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it a lot more lately, and I'm like over like the last like 24 hours, I've been mulling it over. So I think that Kadarius Toney. I'm not gonna go as far as league winner.
No,
I am gonna go as far as week 11 winner though.
Oh, it's funny. Aiden just put that in the chat.
But no, I'm gonna say go MVS if I had to go with the Panther. You only need one, so yeah, go MVS. Yeah, I'm not trusting Carolina against Baltimore today. Ecuador about to make me a bag. Hell no, hell yeah. Qatar's ass. 6,500 people died building the stadium in Qatar. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Shit would be 3-0. You really think I should sit Fields? Because you have Burrow. I would sit Fields for Burrow. Big Joe, what Fields can do on his legs, Burrow's going to do with his arm.
It's tough. I'll just say
this. Give your thoughts. This is why we have two
I'll just say this. I'm not completely disagreeing with Robbie. I'm not as Joe Shiesty as Robbie is, but Robbie knows I'm pretty high on Joe Shiesty.
Joe Shiesty get me the fantasy rings, baby.
I know. Joe Shiesty got me a ring last year, too.
Dollar bills, y'all.
I am not disagreeing with Robbie, but I would completely understand why someone would play Fields over Burrow.
Woo!
It's because who the freaking Bears are playing.
Bears, but that hit felt really good. Like I feel nice and relaxed after the stressful morning I've had.
So the Bears are playing Atlanta.
Yeah, Bears are playing Atlanta. I did take Chicago in that game.
Oh, I did too.
I took the Chicago money line. While Fields has the rushing upside and the rushing ability, Atlanta has this really weird way of keeping themselves into games, right? And one of the ways that Atlanta will likely keep themselves in this game is scripting for Fields rushing, and playing a lot of contain.
Mm-hmm.
And because of Atlanta's ability to constantly make adjustments on the fly, week by week, team by team that they face, Atlanta plays up to their competition. You know, while many teams play down to their competition, Atlanta always plays up to their competition. So to expect that Fields is going to do the same things that he has done over the last 2 weeks, I feel like it's that is a very, very tough call to make. That's a very tough call to make. If Fields is gonna pull off for the Bears Day, I don't think he's gonna be able to do the shit that he's done the last 2 weeks. The last 2 weeks, he's played very, very Russell Westbrook style type of football, where it's like, yo, you're doing well and you're gonna do well, you know, for fantasy managers, but it's not resulting in wins. And I say that, and I bring in the real NFL aspect to the fantasy aspect, in that I think that he does enough to give you a decent week, but not enough to maybe win you the week. Like, you'll look at Joe Burrow, you'll be like, fuck, like I should have put in Joe Burrow, because Burrow, you know, passed for fucking 400 some odd yards, and also like you know, mildly rushed for like 15 or 20, and like that point total ended up becoming so much better than all of what Fields just did on his legs alone. Fields is very secular. Burrow gives you a little bit more options. Thoughts on Steelers money line and Pats -3. All right, so Let me double check who I took. Let me double check who I took.
I know who I took. I know who I took in my work league.
I took Cincinnati over Pitt. I do not like Pittsburgh money line. And then the Patriots to keep it within 3.
Well, the Patriots are -3.
Or Patriots being -3, yeah, because yeah. Well, they have the Jets as dogs.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You're saying Patriots within 3. No, the Patriots have to win by 3.
By 3, yeah. I don't think the Patriots win. I'm gonna keep it true. I'm gonna keep it like I don't think the Patriots. If it was Zappy,
excuse me,
bro, Sauce Gardner is going to fuck them up.
Okay. Here,
the Patriots' chance of winning is Matthew Judon. That's it.
Okay, I understand. Okay, am I saying okay? Sauce Gardner is him. Okay, I'm telling you, him. But Sauce Gardner ain't 21 other fucking dudes on the field.
But those 21 other dudes at least do their fucking job.
How many interceptions does Mormon Mahomes throw?
Okay, I'll give you that. I will give you that. They still make pass breakups. They still are one of the highest teams in turnovers. What, they are top 5 in turnovers or like top 7 in turnovers, some shit like that?
I think it's going to be close, but I think the Patriots are going to squeak it out.
You better. I would. Oh, okay. Instead of taking Pats -3, I'd throw a prop on that for Patriot sacks, and I would load up on Matthew Judon. If you think the Patriots are going to win by 3, they win by 3 because Matthew Judon is a sack fucking monster. Matthew Judon needs 3 fucking sacks in order for them to win by 3. By himself, by himself, he needs 3. Because the second that Garrett Wilson takes a fuck off, that ball's in the air, bro.
Let me ask you this.
It's done. It's done. Garrett Wilson's going to go the fuck off, bro.
Because the Patriots wide receivers aren't
Walmart clearance fucking rack dudes.
Okay, they're better than Walmart, but that hold on.
Okay, they're Tarjay.
Yeah, they're Tarjay clearance. Okay,
Tarjay clearance rack. There we go.
Okay, they're Tarjay clearance rack. But to me, their running backs are not Tarjay clearance rack. I think that they're going to. I think this is and I'm not saying they're going to like go and run for 150 yards a pop, but I think that they're going to use their running game to keep the ball on their side and try to. And I trust Belichick against Zach Wilson in this case.
I think that Salah is going to make them so one-dimensional. Salah's coming in since like, we'll let you run. Because we're just gonna I see Jets possibly losing time possession but winning the game. Because they're just gonna be like, oh, just take the top off of everything. Everything's just gonna be head top, bro. Everything's gonna be head top today. Yeah. Like and the Jets are playing really good football. Really good football. Really, really good football. Patriots are playing quiet football. Patriots are not playing sexy football. And I think in that matchup, the sexier style of football wins. Mike, what are your thoughts on Tony today? We both said that Tony is a home run.
I think Tony's going to be good today. I hate saying that.
Goes against Atlanta, great matchup. I have Higgins, so the Burrow stack is nice. My opponent has Boyd, so it would be nice to mitigate Boyd's points. That's an even more reason that behind that strategy, I would roll Burrow.
Can you throw up George's comment about Burrow's interceptions? I want to take this.
Burrow also threw 4 picks last time he played the Steelers, though.
George, I don't give a rat's ass on this one, and here's my 2 reasonings. I have 2 reasons. One, it was week 1 of the season. Okay? I don't care about week 1. It was a division game week 1. Burrow's
Super Bowl hangover.
But not even that. Here's the biggest one. And I didn't think about this until a few weeks into the season. He was coming off the appendectomy. He hadn't practiced all season. He was weaker. He wasn't as mobile, and that offensive line is still garbage. Now he is back from the appendectomy. After week 3 or 4 is when he started going off and being Joe Shiesty that Robbie calls him. So
Big
to
Joe.
me, the four interception game against Pittsburgh, even though it did happen, I don't take that much into account any longer.
Hey, I'm with that. I'm in agreement. I mean, that was practically preseason for him, and that was set an oppressor by the team.
Yep.
I still have faith in the Bears. I have faith in you guys today. Sean, I am super excited for your Chargers tonight. Chargers, Chiefs, it's going down. It's going down. TJ Watt's back. I get that TJ Watt being back is a thing. Burrow's just so fucking good. So good. And he's just on fire right now. It's very hard for me to go against Burrow right now.
All right. Let's just go through the slate and we will answer leaves. Oh, put it up. You can put it up now. Go for it.
Yep. Robbie, do you think your Commanders spanked the Texans? I want that -3. I think that, yes, you should definitely buy a Commanders -3. I'm thinking somewhere around like a 10-point game, like 9-point game.
I'm buying it anywhere up to 4.5.
Yeah, I would. I say buy it at the -3. Give yourself, that extra cushion, But I think Washington does this damn thing. I have the Pats game under 38. Fuck.
Aiden, you're a Jacksonville fan. Oh, great.
Under 38. I don't know. I think I like that. I would play it. I would play it under 42. I don't think that I'd play it under. I play like under like 42, 43. I don't think I'd play it under 38. Thoughts on Bills -4 and Texans +2 in the first half. I don't know if you're all right. So if you're gonna go Texans +2 in the first half, then that's likely the only lead change that they have. And I think that after that, Washington kind of begins to apply pressure. I don't know if I take the +2 at the half. Bills -4, I like. I think Texans win. Washington short week, all hype, beat Eagles, party, got drunk, gave it their all, and now they have to tackle Pierce. That's not a problem. And trust me, teams have probably been drinking on flights like this whole fucking season. This is the NFL. They are grown men. Do you see Pittman getting 9 targets like last week? It's the Raiders, yeah. It's the Raiders.
Well, no, the Colts are playing.
Oh wait, the Colts. Fuck, they're not playing.
The Colts are playing Philly.
The Colts are playing Philly.
No,
no. Philly's coming back with a vengeance. Philly's
7 targets. 7 targets. They're gonna have Slay playing him. 7 targets.
Yeah, Philly's coming back with a vengeance. How about TCU? I love that game yesterday. It was dope. What up, Karam? I'm actually picking Vikings, says Karam. Well, let's walk the slate. You ready?
Here we go. You ready? Speaking of the Michael Pittman question, Eagles -6.5, over under 45 on the road against Indianapolis.
Let me double check some.
Uh-oh. When you do that, I get scared.
I did say that Indy or that Washington did the rest of the league a favor. The NFL loves narratives.
But does that matter on this one?
On my parlay, because of the odds, I did swing Indy. Okay. But for educational purposes, quote unquote, for y'all that are viewing at home, your best bet is to probably take Philly. Yes, the NFL, any given Sunday, anything can happen, and the NFL loves narratives, and they would love a narrative of the Eagles falling 2 games and, one being to Washington and another being to a brand new hire, Jeff Saturday. Jalen Hurts pissed. So I'm going to leave it at that. When you piss off a competitor like that, he has that dog in him. And if he's pissed, then that means Batman's pissed. And if Batman's pissed, then we know that Batman's going to seek vengeance, A.J. Brown. So be on the lookout for Batman. I expect the Batman sighting today. The bat signal's out.
I need Robin.
Well, they're all Batman. So he's sexy Batman. Darius Slay is Black Batman.
No, I said Robin because I need Devonta Smith.
Devonta Smith is skinny Batman.
I need skinny Batman. So to set that up real quick, to set that up for everyone, please root for Nick Chubb, DeAndre Swift, and Devonta Smith for me. I am 2 wins away from getting into the Scott Fishbowl playoffs, so I need to win the median and to win the matchup today. So I need all the points for Scott Fish. I need the playoffs, people.
I didn't check mine.
All right, so Detroit Lions on the road against the Giants. They are +3, over under 45. I will start this one saying this is one of my upsets of the week. Lions on the money line.
I rock Detroit.
Yeah.
I rock Detroit. Something just feels like a major upset.
No, and that's how I feel. All right, so Cleveland, neutral site game in Detroit. We will not get into that part of it because we both have opinions. Buffalo is now a 7.5-point favorite. The money line for Buffalo just moved while we were talking from -340 to -345. 50.5 over under.
Okay. I say don't play the over under, and if you do, you probably might be safer on the under. With it being a neutral site, and the Bills have a fucking big reason. I mean, you have reels and TikToks and shit of fans shoveling and snow blowing players out of their driveways. They have reason to compete. Like when you have a city, like today, I completely expect Josh Allen put the city of Buffalo on my back. Hold my dick. It is going down. Give me Buffalo to take Cleveland to pound. Dilly.
All right. Not disagreeing. Okay, we just talked about this game. Draft.
Wait, what was your take? What was your take on that one?
Oh, no, I agree with you. I think Buffalo's going to win this. I was only mentioning the whole let's not bring up the weather stuff.
Really quick, I do understand Josh Allen does lead the league in interceptions. When's the last time that Cleveland got a fucking pick?
I'm telling you, Cleveland's defense is dog doo-doo, okay? Besides the front four. A linebacker who I thought was going to be awesome, J.O.K., is not even playing, okay? What do I got? They traded for Deion Jones in the middle of the year while he was on the IR.
Remember when I was upset that we went Jamin Davis instead?
Over J.O.K.?
Yeah, and now it's working out.
It's worked out for like 2 or 3 weeks, Robbie. Don't.
Jamin Davis is coming into his own.
Yes, but Jamin Davis, if you would have said that week 1, everyone would have called you an idiot.
Oh, yeah.
You know that.
No, I'm just saying. I wasn't high on Jamin Davis.
It might be a flash in the pan. It might be a flash in the pan. All right. Next game, the odds have changed. Oh, God. The odds have changed. It is now Patriots 3.5.
Which I think is okay.
Okay. So we have both talked about this game. We don't need to get into it. It's just I just wanted to bring up that it's changed. Chicago, 2.5-point dog in Atlanta. Robbie is going Bears on the money line, which means I am going Bears on the money line. Let's go.
We're both going for Bears. Atlanta, you're just not. You're not dependable. Like, and I think that if there's an opportunity for an upset, that this is one that you got to take.
Yep. All right. So this is Robbie's game. So Robbie shouldn't be betting on it.
I already did.
Washington is -3 on the road against the Texans. Over-under is 41. I'll be honest. Is it weird that I want the over?
I want the over.
Okay.
I think the over hits. I think that this game at first for 3 quarters is close, and then Washington just was like, boom.
Well, even if they kept it close, right? All you need is a 24-20 game that's 2 points over the over. That's
exactly.
I can see that easily happening. All right.
Give me
Carolina.
Nico Collins. Give me Nico Collins today in that one as well.
Oh yeah. And give me Scary Terry.
Yeah.
Carolina, 12.5-point underdog to the Ravens in Baltimore, 41.5.
The problem with the 41.5 is that you're asking for Carolina to do their half of the assignment.
I'm aware. That's why I made sure I said the over under.
And Baker's the guy today.
Oh God, why is it not at 32?
Right? Yeah. I really love Baltimore interception prop today. Give me Baltimore for a pick. I think that you got to rock Baltimore all the time.
All right, here's one that I am very intrigued on your answer for the over under. Okay, I'm actually very intrigued on this one because I know my opinion. The Rams at the Saints. Rams are a 2.5-point underdog to the Saints. Give me your money line pick first.
I'm going Rams.
Okay.
I'm going Rams because this is the week that New Orleans realizes that Andy Dalton should not in any universe be starting over Jameis Winston.
Did you see that interview with Winston?
It was cringe.
Okay. Here's the over-under. If you were Vegas, what would you set it at?
Between those two teams?
Uh-huh. I know Cup's out, but Stafford's back and they do have decent wide receivers.
I would set it at 42.
It's 39.5.
39?
I'm taking the over. It's not even at 40.
Yeah, I'd take the over.
Get a touchdown. Taysom, Mormon, I'm going to steal reps, could even score a touch. Like, 40? You're saying each team can't even score 20 as a combined?
And here's what I think that happens in this scenario, okay? Because you were so dependent upon Cooper Kupp and his abilities, you've now had time to figure out everyone else and their abilities and readjust your playbook. And there's not enough film on everyone else and their abilities in that offense and that scheme. So now you get to do a lot of fun shit that like you probably weren't going to be able to do. I expect that defense to be playing on their heels just because McVay is just that good of a coach. Like, I would play for McVay.
Okay, here we go. This is me being a Chiefs fan, okay? This is the toilet bowl.
What up, Slap? So I like that pick, George. I like that prop.
Yeah. So here's the toilet bowl of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Las Vegas Raiders at the Denver Broncos. Broncos are a 2.5-point favorite, 41.5 over under in Denver. I know who I'm taking. So I mean.
So let me just first vent to DraftKings. You do not have to send me a motherfucking notification to be like, most popular bet in Colorado Springs or in the state of Colorado is Denver. Listen, that team fucking sucks, okay? Like, that team is dog shit. I take bigger shits that put up bigger point totals than the Denver Broncos. All right? I live for the Raiders to be able to fucking get it together and pull their heads out of their ass. I would love that. But Broncos country, let's ride. I'm giving you an opportunity. I am giving you a shot. I am giving you a chance. Only because the Raiders suck so fucking bad.
So the one thing I will say, and I feel bad for them now that I look at their stats the other day, everyone's talking smack about the Broncos sucking. correct?
Yeah.
They do suck. One of the reasons I think they win is, I don't know if you saw this. I'm sure you did because you live in Call, but you've been busy this morning. Hackett has given up play calling duties to Kubiak.
Yep.
Okay.
And with Kubiak back, shit's about to get fucking crazy.
So here's my problem. I feel bad for the defense. They have been showing up and they're not getting the credit because the offense sucks so bad that they said that if the offense would have scored 20 points a game, they would only have 3 losses this year. 3. I'm sorry, and I'm going to say this out loud, and I've never said it out loud this season. Drew Lock would have done better. He was averaging 20.5 points a game last year.
Yeah. No, that is very, 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 very true.
But in all that, my pick is let's ride.
Let's ride. And what's crazy is Vegas made us so much money last year. Oh my God, they made us, bro. Last year because of the Raiders, I was paying off whole fucking bills months in advance. Like, I can't believe that we're picking Broncos. Really quick, let's just address the chat. Yeah, bro. Message me. Thoughts on Mooney over 47, Mac over 18 completions. No, that's where you're fucked. Pollard over 57 rushing yards. Everything else is gonna hit but Mac.
16 is where I would feel comfortable.
Yeah. Dulcich is him. I'm not giving Denver shit. We're gonna lose this game. Robbie, who's back? Who's back? Yes, who's back? Back. Everett or Dulcich? Everett.
Everett's questionable. Check that.
Go Dulcich. Don't ride into the night. Don't ride into the night.
Yeah, but if we get word in the day that he, like, I have an SFB. That's the only reason I know he's questionable. So next game we got, I say Mooney over. Yes, I agree with that. This is an interesting one. Cowboys minus 1.5 point favorites in Minnesota. 48.5 over under.
Yeah, Connor, go Dulcich. Cowboys against Minnesota. I'm taking Minnesota. I'm taking.
Can I ask you a question? And this is why I wanted to bring this up, but I didn't want to bring it up Friday because we didn't want to give everything away. Do you think that Minnesota, with only one loss, with Kirk Cousins doing good, with this game being a 1 o'clock game on the West Coast, so it's not a primetime game, do you think this is purely the star giving them the favorite? Like, if this was any other team with that record and everything going on with that team, I don't know if they'd be favorites over Minnesota, if you get what I'm saying.
And that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking a lot of casual money was put on this. I don't think that a lot of sharp money played this. If you were to ask me in the circles that we run in, I think the sharp money is on Minnesota.
So can I ask you a question? Speaking of that sharp money, because you're saying that it's the casuals and this and that, and we know what the teams really are. Something's telling me this over is actually too high. Something's telling me this is gonna be a knockout war.
I feel like it could. I feel like that it could be too high. I am checking on something right now. If I cut out or anything, like, make sure you let me know. Just communicate with me. But I am looking up something right now to kind of like strengthen our case. Hang on. It's a Dallas joint. God. All right, it's loading. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm taking a look at this stat, and I want to see actually. So you have 47% win probability on Minnesota. The over-under between these two teams is 3-1. with a leave. Hang on. It was like a 49.5 point average between these two teams whenever they face off. So the spread is the only thing that I would say that is correct.
But to me, saying what they've played before doesn't matter because it's a new system for Minnesota.
No, absolutely, absolutely. They're giving Dallas the upside due to, let's see, due to passing, rushing, scoring, sacks allowed. Tends to be more favored in every category, is what it is. So once I look into the game, it's okay. You're justifying these odds because of these things, but I do believe that there's a lot of casual money involved in that. Minnesota's playing great football. Can't take anything from them right now until proven. And while they're underdogs, you got to buy them.
Yep. All right, so I agree. The next game is the last game in the afternoon before we get into the primetime games. Cincinnati 3.5 point favorite to Pittsburgh at 3.5 point favorite on the road, 39.5 over under.
Taking Cincinnati. Big Joe Shiesty. Big Joe Brr.
Nothing needs to be said. All right, so here we go.
I mean, TJ Watt makes an impact. That's an impact play.
But I still don't think it's an impact enough to win the game.
What about the spread? From an analytical standpoint.
I'm staying away from the spread.
I've been such a degen lately. I've been mixing up my playing style. Like I've been doing a lot of well, you're in the discourse. You see some of the cards have been dropped. I've been doing a lot of prop bets mixed in with my traditional money line bets.
So here's the reason here's why I'm staying away from I would stay away from, if I could gamble legally, this is why I would stay away from the spread.
Well, you get it in January.
No, remember we failed.
Oh yeah, y'all failed.
Freaking jerks. No comment. That's a soapbox I could die on. Okay, here's my issue. I could see it being a 3-point game or a 10-point game just as easy. And because it's 3.5, I'm staying away from it. Okay, so prime time tonight. Kansas City minus 5.5 over the Chargers at 52.5 point favorite. We don't know who's playing at wide receiver for either team right now. Let's go. What do you got?
Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to check some messages really quick.
Nope, they're good. So I will say this. The Chiefs have promoted Powell and somebody else from the practice squad for this game, which means we're short on wide receivers. Christian Watson is actually probably our number 2 or 3 today, behind MVS and Tony. I am interested to see. All right, I'm just gonna say it. If you're gonna use CEH, this is a game that you do it because you can use all 3 running backs because you don't have the players. I'm still expecting it to be a Pacheco McKinnon day, which means that's an indictment on CEH. 6% of snap share last week. That's all I have to say. Yeah, Robbie.
I think that the spread is probably the safest bet in this. I do think that the underdog covers in this, that be the Chargers. The Chiefs are the best bet, but with that being said, with that being stated, let's go Los Angeles!
I knew that Friday you wouldn't give it up Friday, and I knew it, you motherfuckers.
I've been waiting for this game for a fucking week.
Hey. I picked the Commanders, asshole.
I know you picked the Commanders.
God damn you.
I know you did.
Okay, let's just get into Morrow, because this is interesting, because I have a tidbit that I want to bring up that I saw this morning.
Hey. Listen, I picked
Compliments.
I picked the Chiefs.
Okay.
Okay, but on my card.
Okay.
But
Just
I'm trying to get some victory points here.
okay. Well, I know why you're picking the Chargers. Okay, that's why I'm giving you shit too. Okay, so I have a tidbit that I got from Stefania Bell.
Shout out.
Shout out Stefania on TV this morning. So I want to bring that up in this. But before I do, I want to bring up the line. 49ers -8. Technically on the road, but it's neutral site field in Mexico City. It's just the fact that the Niners are the road team to the Arizona Cardinals. Here is my issue. And I want to bring this up before we get into who wins or whatever. Mexico City is where the game is at. Mexico City is in high altitude, right?
Kyler has a fucking arm. If Kyler's healthy.
No, but hear me out. Hear me out before you go there. Arizona left to go to Mexico City into the altitude because Arizona's not in the altitude. They're in the opposite. Yesterday. Okay? Straight from Arizona to Mexico City. Okay? She mentioned that once you get, and you know this, I don't know this as much because you're up there. And I know you've made jokes around about how you get drunker. It's, all that jazz.
Oh yeah.
But she mentioned that you get dehydrated faster up in the altitude, that you need to stay more, and that's how soft tissue sometimes happen in games, in high altitude games. But here's the issue that she brought up. They left yesterday, right? The Niners all week have been in Colorado Springs.
Wait, who's been in Colorado Springs?
49ers.
49ers? Oh, shit.
They were at the academy practicing, getting ready for the altitude, and flew from Colorado Springs to Mexico City. Does that have an advantage? And what does that do? She just brought it up as a tidbit.
That does, from a conditioning standpoint.
That's my question to you, who's played in the altitude.
That does, but the altitude is naturally going to enhance. Like I said, if Kyler's healthy, that's naturally going to enhance Kyler's natural athletic abilities. To where
even though him running might be a little bit more difficult. Him throwing is fucking dangerous, very dangerous. Yeah, they used to be in Colorado all the time when Cap was there. Yeah, like it helps the 49ers immensely. Immensely it does. It also helps, like when Arizona gets there, that helps Arizona's natural gifted players' athletic abilities as well. The running is a detriment. The throwing becomes a fucking problem. And I'm sorry, but Kyler's a little bit of a better passer than Jimmy G. He has a bigger arm in that essence. You really think that D-Hop's going to care that he's at elevation? No, he's just going to run fucking right through the shit. It's going to impact him, but he's just going to run right through that shit. You know what? Fuck it. Give me San Fran. I'm taking San Fran, and like I said on Friday night, I'm not going to pivot off of it. Yes, it's a neutral game site, but it is week 12. It is a divisional matchup.
You have more 49ers fans there than you are going to have Cardinals fans.
But my key thing is this over-under is at 52.5 in a divisional matchup where Jimmy G is going to try to suck the ball out. You might have Colt McCoy. This over-under is too high. It's too high.
And then either way, though, honestly, you already have San Francisco fans in Mexico. way more than you're gonna have that Cardinals fan base. Arizona's a very,
even though it's close to the border. I'm just
even though it's
questioning.
close
I'm
to
just
the border,
questioning.
even though it's close to the border, it is a very how do I say this?
My
Red
idea.
state. So that fan base is not traveling across the border to support their team into that territory. We saw. Remember the last Mexico fucking City game? Like people in these stands point fucking laser pointers. Like there has been known cheating to happen in these fucking Mexico games and it comes from the fans and it comes from the stands because that's just the way that their culture is. This is a culture that watches football and not football.
Okay, so can I bring something up that has nothing to do with this game? You bringing it up makes me think. I think Taco's wrong.
49ers have a big advantage, actually, now that I think about it.
I think because of what you said right there, I think the NFL is farther away from putting a team in Mexico City than they are.
Oh, possible. Oh, like
because
now,
of that. Because of that,
like that's
the NFL's not going to want stuff to differentiate the game. They're going to want it and laser point all that. Like you're saying, it's part of the
Mexico
culture.
City. It happens in Mexico
it's a part
City.
of the culture, but it's not the NFL culture. And if we're linking up, the NFL's linking up with DraftKings and everything else. Things got to be even across the playing field.
It's a tough, but I could also see the argument of, well, hey, it's just part of like the shit. Like it's tough. Yeah, I give the 49ers a advantage. Like now, like I think about like the location and I think about how rowdy that fan base is. I think about like I've fucking partied with 49ers fans. Motherfuckers is crazy. And that party does not stop till like fucking 6 a.m. Those fans are going to be rowdy.
Unless they lose. They're one of those fan bases.
No, then fucking sad around church music just starts playing and it's just like, fuck. Like, yeah, dude. Yeah, no, that's gonna 49ers. There we go. No, I like that we broke that down. Like I like that we actually like really got into that one. Because there's a lot of exterior factors that don't go into on the field shit that sways that game so much. That's not a game that you can honestly break down with stats, statistics, in and out. You have to look at elevation. You have to look at weather. You have to look at fan bases, crowd noise. Kyler's going to be frustrated. If it's Kyler starting, Kyler's going to be frustrated.
Is this a CMC game?
Oh, it's a CMC. I think it's a Debo game.
Please, if you are right, okay, I know I still got the upper hand on that trade. I'm not denying that. Like, I definitely still got the upper hand on that trade, even if Debo has not been doing great. But if Debo can do great and I got the upper hand on that trade, oh my God.
Some shit's gonna happen in that game. Unexplained things are gonna happen. The fact they're already training at altitude. Kyler has not been feeling himself on Hard Knocks. I'm sure.
I need to watch that.
Pick 3 good sayers. Pierce, Pollard, Foreman, Gibby.
All right, so can I go on a tangent?
If I can get drunk while you do it, because my God, he has a hard decision to make.
No. Can I go on a tangent about this? And it has nothing to do. I wanted to bring it up today and I forgot.
Talent. He has so much talent.
No, but there was something that I wanted to bring up today and I forgot. And I'll be honest. Taco, I hope you're watching.
Taco's elbow deep in baby shit right now.
Okay, so somebody that we know named Taco made a trade.
Oh my God.
Okay, now you know where I'm going. Okay, Brian Robinson gave up Brian Robinson and got Njoku.
Who's coming off an injury is going to be getting a new quarterback fucking the week.
I don't care. Okay, for what I'm bringing up, I do not care if he gets injured or has a new quarterback. It has to do with the fact of what the same thing that CB is asking right here. J.D. McKissick is out.
Yep.
He's on the IR.
Done.
To me, you play Gibby and you play Brian Robinson every game of the year from now on. And I do not care. So that's why I wanted to go say that real quick because I'd rather have Brian Robinson than Njoku.
Pierce is gonna get his.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, you got to think about how they kept the run game contained against Philly.
No. To me, this is. I don't think this is hard. I really don't. To me, it's the running backs. To me, it's
Gibby, Pierce.
Well, hold on. Which Pierce is this? Is
Damien.
this, or is it Alec Pierce?
It ain't Alec Pierce. Okay. Definitely no Alec Pierce.
Okay, good. Because that's how I first read it.
No, definitely no Alec Pierce.
If this is Damian Pierce, it's Pierce, Pollard, Gibby.
Yeah.
I don't trust Foreman against Baltimore.
The NFL does not trust Foreman. Foreman has not been a starter in his career. He has always been a backup.
The one thing I will say is everyone's saying that Foreman went off in 2 of his last 3 games, correct?
Because there's no CMC.
No. They're right?
Yeah.
Both of those games were against the Atlanta Chickens, okay? I'm just saying it.
Hey,
both of his games were against Atlanta.
He ain't doing that shit against Baltimore.
That's my point.
I'm sorry.
I'm playing him. I am playing Foreman in 2 leagues. But I'm not expecting him to put up the numbers. And if I had these options,
I'm not playing Foreman. Bro, he's gonna be seeing he's gonna be facing a fucking stacked box the whole time.
And don't forget, they got Roquan now, people.
You had a great game against Tampa. You get desperate at the deadline. No, you just do taco fucking things.
No comment.
Sometimes it works out for him. A lot of those times are few and far between.
What the heck?
Let's see. So we're right at the marker here. Any final thoughts? I know you have like family stuff that you're doing later.
Let me look. Hold on.
Like it wasn't even like he got fucking like desperate, bro. Like straight up, like just play Jared McKinnon.
Yeah, I'd be okay playing McKinnon. I am playing McKinnon in the league. Actually, I think I'm playing McKinnon in the league I'm in with you. I mean, I'm not playing you, but
I mean, if you were playing me, we already know the outcome. I'm fucking hilarious.
Hold on.
Oh wait, George. Yeah, George. I'm looking at your roster right now.
What place are you in Paulie's playoff?
1 second. I'm in agreement. with your projection, bro. Like I like that you're starting Burrow, AJ Brown, T Higgins, Saquon Barkley, Damian Pierce, Travis Kelce, Jamal Williams, Joey Sly, Minnesota defense. I'm with it. What place am I in Polly's playoff? Aren't I in like second?
You're in third.
I'm in third? Yeah.
I jumped you last week. I'm in second.
It's okay. It's okay.
I know. Because you know why?
Okay.
We have why?
Right. You might.
We have the same record.
Oh yeah. That's okay. That's cute. That's cute. Like do you need validation? Do you need a hug? Do you need
No, I just didn't know. No.
You want
my goal. No, this has nothing to do with This has nothing to do with you actually being in the league. My goal at the beginning of the year was to make.
You both have stacks. You both have stacks, bro. The gloves are off. The matchups are getting harder. They're not going to get easier, and they're only going to get harder.
My goal has nothing to do with beating you. Okay, my goal for my charity leagues this year was to make the playoffs in every one. That's because you know how some of our charity leagues are like 400 teams, 300 teams, 1,000 teams.
Hey,
My goal was just to make the playoffs in every one, and I'm making the playoffs in Paulie's playoff, no matter what happens, because I mean, we both are.
I mean, I'm going to get the championship.
I'm making the playoffs in Warrior Bowl, which is like 600 teams. I'm making the playoffs in that. I'm hoping I make the playoffs in SFB today. Let's roll.
Hey, with that said, George, don't you just gotta swing, bro. You gotta trust your players. You gotta trust your players. You have a damn good roster. You have a damn good roster. And you have a roster that you just need all the right things to click. You just need all the right things to click. You know, you got this. You got this. It would suck. It would suck to have to like, you know what I mean? Like not play your stack against his stack because he's playing a stack. You gotta play your stack against his stack. You gotta give yourself a fighting chance. Have zero faith in Brown after last week. We're gonna be live on Rumzone. We're gonna see how this shit shakes out. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. We don't know what's about to happen yet until 7 hours.
Tyler Higbee, Hayden Hurst, Hunter Henry. Pick one.
Higbee. No cup. They gotta go to who they.
That's why. No, that's why I have him in right now.
Yeah. All righty. Mike, let's go ahead and send us out. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rumboyz and girls, what it do. We will see you in the next 20 minutes. It might just be me. I might have some guests. We're going to see. Dilly dilly.